Hello, Cancer. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is a special bonus read for you. It's a biggest block reading. So, biggest blocks are blocks. They are our resistances, the how we're holding ourselves back from what it is that we want. So, if you're not living the life that you really want, if you've not got the relationship or the money or the work or the location, the house, whatever it is, well, if you're not experiencing it right now, it means that you're blocking it. You've got some resistance to it. And so these readings, they go into what the biggest block is, like the biggest one that you've got, your biggest resistance that you've got, and where it came from. So how you learned it, or what happened to you, what experience you had for it to be instilled in you, and also how to release it, more importantly, right? How to release it. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. If you're into that, then stick around and watch this video. Of course, it's a general read, this one, for Cancer. And so it's not going to apply, it's not going to resonate with every single Cancer on the planet. No reading could possibly do that. But if you do resonate with it, Cancer, then I'm going to do a deeper dive into it. So that's a written reading, a 3-page written reading to go with this reading. And so if it is resonating with you, you want to get that. That's only $20. You'll see that there are links popping up throughout this reading to book in for that. And there's also a link in the description box for this video as well to book in for that too, if you want more information. So I'll do a deeper dive into it. I'll go more into it. And it's been about ways that you can release it. And it's also been, some of them have been about how it ties into your life purpose and why you chose to have that block in the first place. If it's like, if there's a bright side to it, which often there is, you know, in stuff that we have. So the reason that I'm doing these, Cancer, is because I've got a half price reading sale this weekend, the weekend that I'm publishing this. So if you're watching this, the weekend that I'm publishing it, you can get a half price biggest block reading with me. Now, those readings are 3 pages long. I get all of my readings and services out within 24 hours if you're booking them. This weekend, they are 75 Australian dollars instead of 150 Australian dollars, which is about 50 American dollars right now, instead of 100, the usual price. And so perfect time to book in for one of those if you do want a private reading with me. So I'll pop a link for that up there. There's also a link in the description box below. And if all else fails, you can find it on my website, behealing.com. That's behealing.com. So let's get into it, Cancer. What is your biggest block? Oh, you're kind of hard on yourself, Cancer. So you've got transformation and brilliant. And what I'm getting from this is that you don't want to do something unless it's going to be brilliant. It's like you don't want to change your life unless it's going to be brilliant. It's like you're holding yourself back from making decisions unless it's the right decision. Not just right, but that it's going to lead to something more. So I feel like you're resistant to change unless it's going to be the full deal. So this is like someone that doesn't want to get into a relationship unless they know that they are the one for sure. Somebody that doesn't want to start a job unless they know that it's going to be perfect for them for the rest of their life. It's that kind of thing. It's like an all or nothing kind of thing. It's a reluctance to get on with life and live life and grow and expand and transform along the way and do it bit by bit and try something out and see if you don't like it or see if you do like it and just, you know, live life. It's reluctance to live life, this is. And so it's a reluctance for transformation unless you've got a guarantee. So it's like you want a written guarantee, Cancer. You want a written guarantee that something is going to be brilliant before you will allow that change in, before you'll allow yourself to transform. Is that ringing true for you, Cancer? Let's see where this block came from. Yeah, and it really is a reluctance to live life, because that's what we do in life. We try things out, you know. We live different things, we try them out, we give things a go, we learn from it. And if you're not doing that, you're not living life. We can't have guarantees, right? We can guarantee change, that's for sure. So where has this come from? Okay, yeah, this makes sense. It's come from an experience that you've had where you, in the past, where, of course, you've got the past part, where you actually went for something that you thought would be brilliant, and then it wasn't. You went for something you were passionate about. So this is like you felt something in your heart, you really wanted something, you thought, this is it, this is it. You went for it, you were passionate about it, all good, all good. Oh, no, it didn't last forever. It didn't turn into that brilliant thing you wanted it to turn into. So you had high hopes for something, and your hopes were dashed. Well, that's life too, because there's nothing that's perfect. There's nothing that's actually brilliant. There's nothing that's brilliant. There's always a dark side to everything. There's balance in everything. And it's about our perspective. We can look at the brilliance in something, or we can look at the crap in something. There's always the two there. And you can see that, right? So if you're a fairly positive person, you can be looking at something. Your friend, negative Nelly friend, can be looking at it, and they can come up with all the things wrong with it. I was just about to be really racist then. Maybe I shouldn't say it, but it's like going to France. I know, not all French are like that, but so many are like that. Anyway, I'll stop there. Um, yeah, your expectations are way too high, way too restrictive kind of thing. You're not seeing the balance in life. You're not seeing that everything has a light and dark side. So what happens in life is we try something out, and we think it's great at first, don't we? We think it's all good. We're just seeing the positive sides in it, and then we wake up a little and we get to see the negatives in it, what we don't like about it. We learn, we live and we learn, right? We grow through it. And then when we've seen enough of the negatives, we decide not to do that thing anymore, not to be with that person anymore, whatever it is. And then we move on to this next best thing. So then we're choosing from what we've learned, and we think, oh, this will be better. And then we try that out, and then same happens. We see all the positives in it. We get the benefits from it and all of that, and then we live and we learn. We start to see. It's not that we turn into a negative Nelly. It's that we see reality, because everything has this balance, right? Everything has something that you don't like about it too. It's called evolution, and we keep on evolving like that. We keep on evolving, getting better and better. But you've like slammed the door shut on that, Cancer. You're like, I'm not evolving anymore. It didn't remain all good. So Disneyland, you've believed in Disneyland. You've believed that everything can be all good. You've believed in the American dream. You've believed in um, the fallacy that it can all be good, that there's one perfect relationship, one perfect job, one perfect place to live, one perfect everything. There isn't. There isn't a perfect person you can get in a relationship. There isn't a perfect job for you either. That's not what life's about. Life's about trying things out and growing. Learning and growing, learning and growing, learning and growing. But you slammed the door shut because of this one experience that you had, that you thought, I mean, you were passionate about it, so you thought it was going to be right for you, and then it turned out not to be. It turned out to be normal, balanced thing, like everything is. And it was supposed to be you moving on upward from there, but you didn't. You went backward instead, and like, nah, I'm not playing anymore. So that's where it came from, and you got to let that go. How can you let this block go, Cancer? Oh, I like this remedy myself because it's aligned with me, but you got the travel card, one step at a time. So it's going to take you one step at a time to let it go. Of course, you slam the door shut on your own personal evolution. You're going to have to open that door up again and get on that path again of personal evolution. And so the first is, you've got to recognize that there is nothing that's perfect. Everything is going to be a mixture of positive and negative. Everything in your life, you're going to see it as positive when it first comes in, if it's aligned with you, especially if you're feeling passionate about it. You're going to see all the positives when it first comes in, and then after some time, you're going to start seeing the negatives in it. This is evolution. And then once you see enough negatives, then you're like, okay, I'm going to choose something that's, I think, is all positives now. But you can even be real with yourself then. And I know that it's not all going to be positives, and that in at least, I don't know, it could be 2 weeks or it could be a year's time. I'm going to see that there's some negatives in it, and I'm going to use that as a jumping off point to my next thing, the next best thing, the next best thing. And that's evolution. And if you do that, and if you're on that path, it'll get better and better and better. Your life will get better and better and better. Your work will get better and better and better. The location you live in will get better and better and better. The relationships that you have will get better and better and better. It will evolve. You will evolve. And so just at one step at a time, travel would be a really good way of doing it, because this is about living life again, right? Who can remain stagnant? Who can remain closed when they travel? Not many people. Travel gets you into that openness, that I'm ready for anything, I'm open to anything, that kind of thing. Travel can open you back up into that again, just as, that's the great thing, isn't it, about young people, out of school, out of college, out of university, then traveling, trying a lot of different things out, a lot of different cultures out. It's how they find themselves. It's like the fast path to this evolution. is experiencing a lot of different things. That's what you're being advised to do. Like, get living again. Try a lot of different things. Travel. Open yourself up back up to life again, but with your real glasses on this time. It's not Disneyland. If anyone's told you that it is Disneyland and there is something that's perfect, they're bullshitting. They're trying to market something to you. 100%. Oh, so you've got surrender to abundance. I like this. Surrender to abundance. Abundance is everything. The best lives are forged through challenges. They really are. You get your best rewards after the challenges. If you had no challenges in life, your life would suck. It'd be so boring. You'd have hardly anything. It's through the challenges that we learn and we grow. And look at all the people that have done the greatest thing in the world, that have the greatest lives. They've had the biggest challenges. We grow through challenges. You don't want to push challenges away. You want to embrace them. And that is part of abundance. Not just the good things. Abundance isn't just the good things. It's not just the light. Abundance is the day and the night. It's the light and the dark. It's the tide coming in and the tide going out. Abundance is all of it, not just you picking and choosing what you like. Abundance is all of it. And so if you can actually surrender to that, abundance being everything, allow everything to have a place in the world, then you're not going to be so disappointed by the world for it not being perfect, it not being all good as you judge it to be good from your perspective, kind of thing, Cancer. So it's time to open back up to life again. Wow. There you go. If that resonates with you, you want to book in for that deeper dive read, I'm about to write it right now. Then that's just 20 Australian dollars, about 15 American dollars. There's a link up there to book in for that, and I'll send it to you. Cancer, if you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? If you really like it, please share it with your friends too. If you've got Cancerian friends, or share my whole channel if they're a different star sign too. And if you'd like to book in for one of those private biggest block readings, then there's a link there to book in for that. If you catch it at the weekend that I'm publishing these, you can get it half price. Wow. So thank you so much for watching, Cancer. I hope that helped you, and have an amazing weekend. I will see you next time. Bye.